Dude, I watch Brock Powers and I'm in love. I think that when it's all said and done, when we finish doing all these evaluations, I don't see how he's not the best prospect in this class, man. I think that the impact, and at the very least, he's going to be in the debate. He's going to be up there within the top 3 or 4 guys when it's all said and done a month before the draft comes around. I don't see why you can't be excited about a player like this because he's rumored to run in the 4.3s, and it's legit. The speed that he brings to the field as a tight end is something that we don't see. There are maybe a couple of guys in the NFL that run at this speed and can also change direction the way that he does, run routes the way that he does, have as good a hands as he does. He is somebody that is so rare that you can say, I can draft him and we can deliberately scheme our offense so that he is getting the ball as often as possible. He is the closest thing to a difficult to stop. I don't want to say unstoppable, because that would be very hyperbolic. Difficult to stop weapon in the NFL because he's fast, he's a good route runner. And then I just want to throw out there, we were talking about this before, he's not a great blocker because he's not a big guy. He's only 230. He's on the lighter side. But I liked the intent that he brought to blocking. I'm not going to ask him to do it every snap, but he does it well enough where it gets the job done. And maybe he can develop into somewhat of a blocker because he's at least not afraid to hit.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first thing, Joe, is that like he is a good blocker as a perimeter blocker. Like they use him on screens a whole lot, and I'm just like, okay, in that area, he is plus. He's a good blocker out in space. Inline, they don't really use him a ton inline because it's just not his game. I mean, he's listed at 230 pounds, which means might be 220 something. Like it's not inconceivable to think that he might be legitimately, at least last year, 6'3.5", 225 pounds. Like it's very possible. That being said, you always look for special traits this time of year, right? And you mentioned the speed. Speed's fantastic. 4'4" something athlete. I think that he is going to run incredibly well. I think he's going to jump high. But Joe, the special aspect that he has in his game is his acceleration. His acceleration is different, man. He gets up to his top speed in the blink of an eye. It takes no effort. He's literally a player that you could throw a bubble screen to, and he's going to be able to break an angle as a tight end because he is just so explosive when he gets the football in his hand. Guy that you can line up in the slot. You can line him up out wide. If you're able to match him up against a linebacker on the second level, good luck to your defense because that is just not going to end up well.